Yeah, let's go. Shout out to Mountain and Fitch, I got Iggy and Woods doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put on the mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it.
This is your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned into another episode of Hip Hop Hoops Podcast. Listen, much love, respect to everybody who's been supporting us for the time. Keep running those subs up.
Let's do it, man. Please,
on all
let's go.
platforms, we are at 18K, road to 20K. We're going to get 20K, man, soon. Before the summer, 20K. Help us get that road, man. Road to 20K.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a huge accomplishment for us. We're grinding.
Yes,
We are
come
grinding.
on, man.
We are grinding. Every single week, man. Stay tuned. Click that notification button, that sub button. Run up those numbers on this channel. It's all love, man. The website. Go to the website. You know, you see
the merge,
you
man.
see my man right there.
See the merge, man.
www.hhhoops.com. You get all the fly merch there. You know, if listen, guys, if you want some fly merch like this, man, just holler at us. If you see us on the street, wherever,
Thanks.
we got you guys. We got you guys. It's up. Shout out to the family, Title League family. Let's get it.
Distant cousins are putting in work, baby.
They are putting in work, man.
Come
If
on,
you haven't
man.
watched, they got the illest podcast out right now with Derrick Rose, Get Out the Mud podcast with Zach Randolph and T.A. Tony Allen. Yo, super dope. If you haven't watched the Kevin Durant one, go watch that one.
Yes, sir.
But they got some dope interviews that just dropped a few weeks now. So, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Run your race. Let's get it. I'm ready to get into it, though, man.
Let's
I'm
go.
ready to get into it. And first I want to start off with just the local stuff. And we got to talk about Westview.
Yes.
What do you guys call it? The Wildcats?
What do you mean, what do we call it? The
What do you guys-
Wildcats? Don't be disrespectful.
I don't know. I'm
It's
just
been like that
asking.
for decades.
It's called the
Westview Wildcats.
Oh, Westview
man.
Wildcats. Okay.
Jada Finch's own,
The
baby.
Westview. That's not the best team in Finch, though.
Huh?
The best team in Finch is CW Jeffries. Let's
Come
go.
on, man.
Shout
Here
out to
we go.
CW.
Here we go.
But,
Shout out Jeffries.
Listen, we gotta listen. Westview versus TCI. The clash is finally here.
We're finally
It's
doing
finally
it.
here.
When we doing it?
February 6th, man.
Okay.
February 6th.
Okay.
It's gonna be at TCI.
It's a double header.
The starts. Yo, listen. We are ready. We
I
are
hope
ready.
So, man. I hope so, man.
You know, and it's gonna be the battle of the podcast, man. Iggy
Let's
versus
go.
Woods.
Let's go, man. You know remember the last time we went head to head? I
Well,
believe that ball don't stop at the Pan Am.
Yeah, but I had a bunch of content creators on my team.
You,
so.
you could say you had a bunch.
Yeah.
I had a youngin on my team. Shout out King Kendrick.
Yeah.
King Hedrick. You know what I
He's
mean?
he's a
the
pro.
ambidextrous killer.
He's a
You
pro.
know what I mean? I have to put you on notice with that one.
Yeah, he's a pro.
You know
he's
what I mean?
a pro.
So therefore, I'm 1-0 right now. You know what I mean?
Okay,
The last time
if
we
you
met.
want to count that,
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
count that. I gotta count everything.
If you
you
wanna
know what
count,
I
that's
mean?
fine.
But now it's like now you stepped into the coaching world. You know what I mean? You're one of the illest developers,
Yeah.
skilled developers out here.
Yeah.
But when it comes to coaching, I don't know, man.
Yo, listen, we'll see.
We're gonna have to wait and see about
We'll
that
see.
one. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, my guys are ready. Raheem is not here to save you guys this year.
Hey, man.
I predict TCI juniors, we gonna win at least by 25.
You hear that?
I'm just not.
You hear
not-
that? Oh,
at least
my
by 25. Juniors, at least by 25. Seniors, I'll say about 15,
All right.
15, 18 points. The seniors, but listen, we are ready. February 6th, the showdown. You guys pull up. You know, join us. Me and my man Woods here. We're going at it. We have a bet. You know, if he loses, you know how the bets go. You know, he gonna have to throw on that TCI merch. You got to wear it around school.
And I'll walk the hallway.
You gotta wear it around school with that TCI gear, and you gotta wear it on the pod. You know, on
Definitely,
the Sunday.
definitely.
And if I lose, I have to walk around with the Wildcats. Oh my god!
Hey,
I'm
man,
getting
I know
sick
you
just
got
thinking
some
about it.
J's to match. Yo. You got some green J's to match.
Probably
man.
so, but I'll rock
Yeah.
the Westview gear, you
Yeah.
know, in the TCI hallways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it like that. So we need everybody to pull up to this game. TCI versus Westview, February 6th. Pull up. I guarantee my Scots, man. 20-point victories by both teams,
That's
juniors
crazy.
and seniors.
That's
Raheem
crazy
is
talk,
not
man.
here to save y'all.
That's crazy.
Let's go. I know y'all got Christoph.
He don't know about Christoph. He
Christoph
don't know
is just
about
one guy.
Julian. He don't know about Dejan. First of all, my junior team is just way deeper than yours, man. You're the biggest guy on your team. The biggest kid on your team, you're gonna get fouled out first half, guaranteed. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, it's gonna be surgical.
Yes.
Let's just put it that way. It's gonna be surgical.
Yes.
Westview 10 by 10, both games minimum by 10. It's gonna be a double-digit
He doesn't
blowout.
sound confident
It is what
saying
it is,
that.
man. You know what I mean?
He doesn't
And the
sound
beautiful thing
confident.
we're gonna be doing at TCI, man. So
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna grace gonna grace TCI with a little Wildcat litter. You know what I mean? We're gonna poo on that place over there. I hope you have that litter cage waiting for us, baby.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? The scented version. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna smell.
Yeah,
It's gonna smell.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys pull up February 6th, man. We'll see you guys there. Let's talk about Raptors. We gotta talk about the Raptors.
Yes.
So, at the beginning of the year, we saw, your beloved Pirtle,
Hey, no Pirtle slander over here.
come on national television
No Pirtle slander
and
over
say
here.
that we're not trying to win no games. You didn't seem very angry. You didn't seem very bothered by that. You still want to give this guy his flowers.
It was a chess
even
move,
though they were selling games. Leo Routins came on television yesterday after the Raptors won. They beat Atlanta last night, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the Raptors are on a 2-game winning streak. Three-game winning streak the Raptors are on right now, which is, brings their record to what now? We'll see, because we got to get the facts.
Yeah.
We have to get these facts.
What's the Raptors record at right now? Shout out Kent, man. Westview alum right there,
So they're 13-32 right now, the Raptors. And they're on a 3-game winning streak. Who's the next game? What's that? The next game, who they face?
I think it's tomorrow against New Orleans.
Okay, so New Orleans. So that might be 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
Leo Routins was on television last night, and he stated, the Raptors should not be going on these little streaks here where they're winning 4 or 5 games. Yes, they should win some games here and there for the morality of the team, but they shouldn't go on those mini streaks of winning games, 3 to 4 games, because they want to. Their goal is at this point, to get the top pick in the draft. Cooper Flag is who they're after, I'm assuming. But what is your thoughts on Leo Routins in those comments?
And I love Leo. You know what I mean? I hear what he's saying for those Raptor bootleg fans. You know what I mean? That wasn't around in '95 in the Honda. I told you the bandwagon is only a 2-seater Honda Sports Whip. 2-seaters in the back, 2-seaters in the front. That's it. That's all, man. The rest of y'all the two. You guys remind me of like Kendrick fans, you know what I mean? And the Kendrick fans in the music industry. You guys just jump ship and try to shit on folks. But anyway, back to what I'm trying to say here. I think I can't rock with that, Leo. I think regardless, if we were to tank, we're gonna end up with the draft pick between 6 and 10, regardless.
But we don't know that, though.
We don't know that.
You're just assuming from the luck. Remember,
from the luck.
The last pass, the highest pick we've had was Scotty Barnes in the last few drafts.
You're right.
Scotty, right?
And we really cashed in on that. We got a generational talent in that.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, from then we've always been in that 6th playing position ever since then.
No.
So this is why we haven't gotten a good
but
draft
it takes
pick.
time. It takes time. How do you want to get it? You want to get Cooper Flag, and then what? You think you're going to go to the playoffs the next year or the same year, and then what? First round exit, and then what? Hopefully make it back to the playoffs within a play-in or a regular spot, and then we're going to keep making it to the playoffs and falling a little short.
But that's what we're doing now, though.
That's what it takes. Because
one year,
the team with the most chemistry is going to win. And if we continue to build our core, we're building our core right now as we speak with Pirtle, Barnes, RJ, quickly when available. You know what I mean?
Available, yeah.
Chris Boucher's going to control the bench, bro. Hopefully he gets his money and he stays with the Raptors because he's the only champion that we have from our 2019 squad. Hopefully he stays and build the bench with him and Kelly Olynyk and sprinkle some serviceable pieces around him. We'll be just fine, man. Trying to capture this flag don't make no damn sense. Period. You know what I mean? This next draft class that's coming up, super deep, between 6 and 10. I'll be good with that pick right there.
I think you got to take your chances in this draft because this draft has been one of the best drafts in quite some time.
It's deep though.
Between Cooper,
you can probably name 10 serviceable hoopers coming out of the draft right now.
Yeah, and this is the draft that we need to. If this was before, then I understand. But this is my thing. What I'm seeing with the Raptors, I didn't like those comments when what's his name? Pirtle said it in the beginning of the year. And you didn't give Pirtle the same hate, or not hate, but that you're giving Leo. They saying the same thing.
No Pirtle slander over here.
So then why can Pirtle say it, but Leo can't say it? He's saying basically the same thing.
When Pirtle said it, like
niggas
I said,
don't win. Don't win.
When Pirtle said it, I think that was just a chess move.
But
throwing that out there to the general public.
But how could it be the chess move? And that's what they're doing.
See if we could squeeze some wins. Some teams will just
Brother,
come
they
in.
got 13 wins, and we're in 2025. They got 13 wins.
Yeah, but come on, that was predominantly
out of all the teams in the NBA. Where do we rank worst as far as wins? But okay, this is what I'm saying. We go and we keep going and trying to get into the play-in,
right?
And we're losing. We're not getting past that, right? So why not try a thing and get a Cooper or get a Dylan Harper or get an Ace Bailey? Why not try? We're right there. So why try to win to do what in the playoffs?
Because
we're not doing anything anyway.
We got a new core. The last time we made it to the play-in, Pascal and OG and them shit the bed because they couldn't hit a free throw.
Yeah, but
shout out DeMar's daughter, the princess, love you to death. But with that screaming and stuff, we lost to Chicago.
No,
Remember
come
that.
on, man. Don't bring up that
I'm just saying.
The
Then we
shit's
get rid of
trash.
those. We get rid of our Raptor greats that will get their flowers when they retire. But we lose those guys, and then we've been rebuilding ever since. What,
Yo.
2 seasons? Be patient.
How
You
patient
have
do I
to be patient, bro. There's only
listen,
one champion.
I've
What are
been
you guys
patient.
really
We've
talking
been
about?
patient
You
for
sound like a
so many
Laker
years.
fan right now,
No,
fam. What
I'm
do you
being.
want, bro?
I'm being.
What do
How
you want
long?
for free,
I'm
bro?
not saying. I'm
We're
not
building.
saying. I'm not saying to go and trade everybody.
You're not getting
but I'm
Cooper
saying-
Flag. You want
I'm saying,
Cooper Flag.
I don't want Cooper
Leo
Flag.
wants Cooper Flag because it kind of reminds Leo of how he used to play back in the day.
I
Sorry,
don't want
Leo, ain't
Cooper.
happening.
I
We're
don't
not
want-
getting Cooper Flag.
I don't want Cooper Flag. I want Dylan Harper. I told
All right.
you that.
Come on,
But
man.
I'm saying we are running in the same place. It's
No,
just
we're
the same.
not.
It is.
We just fully did a
Bro,
full rebuild.
our team is so
we just
shit
did a
right
full
now.
rebuild after we lost to Chicago in the play-in.
So what's the?
So what do you
we
call
lost
a rebuild?
to Chicago in the
What
play-in?
is the definition?
Do you feel good about
What
that?
is the definition
Chicago's
of a
shit
rebuild?
too.
We rebuilt it right after. We got rid of everybody, and we're building around Scotty. So can we let that manifest a bit? Let it marinate a little bit. Iggs.
To do what?
What do you mean? To make a playoff push
Bro,
to
and then
eventually win a
what?
championship.
Bro, Scotty Barnes. If I told you, if Scotty
Here we go,
Barnes
man.
does not develop into the player that we think that everybody wants him to be, brother, we're not gonna do shit anyways. So it don't matter.
Here we go.
You
Listen,
keep blaming everything but the players who are on the court.
I'm blaming the injuries.
We
cannot control injuries,
Listen,
fam.
I don't want to hear that shit, man.
You can say you don't want to hear that
Everybody-
shit, but that's a fact.
all of a
It's
sudden
a
we're
fact,
all hurt
bro.
here. No, the Raptors suck.
No, they don't.
They
suck.
do suck.
No, they don't. They're on a
That-
3-game winning streak right now.
Bro, okay, and we only
Slow
still have
start.
13, we have
Slow
13
start.
wins
Because we didn't have
Let's
a full
just be.
team.
We have to be honest with ourselves. The Raptors are shit.
No, they're not shit.
They suck right now.
They're on a 3-game winning streak,
We're not
bro.
a great team, and that's okay. That is okay.
Are we still in the rebuilding process?
Okay,
somewhat?
so tell me what would you like to see this year happen?
What do you mean?
Tell me if you could. Tell me what's gonna happen. Okay, we get into the play-in.
Yes,
And then what?
we could shock the world. You never know.
Come on, man.
Once we get into the play-in,
Like,
regardless,
can we just be honest, bro?
regardless,
we gotta be
we
honest.
make it to the play-in or we don't make it to the play-in. I guarantee
The Raptors
we're gonna
are
get
shit,
the
man.
draft pick 6 to 10, regardless.
How do
of
you
making-
know? If we go to the play-in, we're definitely not gonna get it.
What-
for the last couple years, we've been going to the play-in, and we're getting 18th pick.
Right.
Nigga, we don't need 18th pick right now. That ain't gonna help us. We need the top 4 pick right now. And the only way to get the top 4 pick is to lose.
No, we don't need a top 4
They've
pick
been
right
said
now.
they were gonna be losers in
We-
the beginning
we
of
don't-
the
we
year.
don't
Why
need
are
a
we
top-
trying
we don't
why are
need
we
a-
trying to win now?
All right, maybe
They
a
big
Dylan
came out and
Harper.
said that.
Maybe a Dylan Harper for Quickly, maybe because of Quickly's availability, and that's a huge maybe. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we already have players in those positions,
Bro,
that are for the guys that are being
Who do you
drafted.
want? Quickly, or do you want Dylan Harper? Who do you want prefer?
For a PG?
Yes. I want Dylan. He hasn't played not one NBA game, and I want Dylan. He's a 6'6" point guard. His dad played in the NBA. He is ready. That's who I want on my team. So why not? Why not? We're gonna go to the play and we're gonna lose.
He's not proven in the league yet. I would rock with him.
We're gonna go to the league. We're gonna go to the play and
I'll
we're gonna
go
lose.
quickly. I'll go quickly.
We're gonna
right now.
lose.
I'll
So
go
it's pointless.
quickly.
What we're doing right now is pointless. It's
We
not
have
helping
not
the
seen
team.
Quickly in the full. We never got a full sample size of quickly.
Man, and it's like we never will.
How?
Because this nigga can't stay healthy, bro. I don't know what he's doing.
We got a serviceable center. We got a serviceable wing.
As soon as he got his money, he can't play. He can't stay healthy. All of a sudden,
We're not even gonna throw that out there.
I'm just telling you what it is.
You know
Right
what I
now,
mean?
what the Raptors need to do is they need to do what they did in the original statement that Pirtle said, and go lose and see what they can do in this draft.
But like
if they get
we
a top,
said,
if they get a top 3, are we the top 3 worst team right now in the NBA?
No, probably top
You
4.
got Washington that's worse than us.
New Orleans.
Is New Orleans even worse than us?
Yes, they are.
Okay,
Right.
New Orleans and Charlotte.
There
So
you
that's
go.
3 teams that are
Yeah,
worse than us.
there
We're the
you go.
4th worst team in the
Don't
NBA.
matter. You said 3. So,
So
what you're saying is irrelevant right
so
now.
we're right.
And Utah,
Utah's
get out of
worse
here.
than us?
Yes,
Okay,
there
so
you go.
we're the 5th
There
worst
you go.
team?
And you think we're gonna get a draft pick over those guys?
Why not?
Cut it out,
Because
bro.
we are
You're
going on
talking
game.
shit
We're
right now,
going
bro.
on win streaks.
We
gotta
need to,
stop.
bro. We got a champion on our bench. Shout out Chris
Yo,
Boucher,
I'm
baby.
done with this shit.
Come
man.
on, baby.
Get this shit.
Cut
this
it out,
is
bro.
dumb.
Cut it out. What do you guys-
We're doing the same thing.
You're moving like the Lakers right now, bro.
How? We're gonna get that.
It's February. February's coming up. Trade deadline's on its way,
Bro, you
and
can't-
you want new players.
This is
That's
no,
what you
this is
sound
not
like
this
right
is
now.
not new
You
players.
you want
no.
some-
I want a better draft pick, and
Bro,
then we can try to build.
We tank and we still get the 6th pick. What are you gonna say?
Brother, it's better than getting the 18th
We go to the
pick.
play-in and we still get the 6th pick. What are you gonna say?
No, it's not. We're not getting. We've been getting 18th. We've been getting double-digit picks in the last since Scotty. We haven't got a good pick since Scotty, and because we keep going into the play-in and we keep going and losing first round. That's why
Nah, man.
we haven't got. It's the same teams getting the worst picks
Well,
every year.
it's a deep draft. Flip. I
Come
said 6 to
on.
10 earlier. Who cares if we go 6 to 20? We'll find somebody, man.
Bro.
Shout out our management team. They know what they're doing, B.
No, they don't.
They do,
This
man.
is why our
They
team has
do,
been
man.
stuck in quicksand for the
They
last couple
do.
years, and we
So
don't have
why
no
do
direction.
all these contending teams want all our serviceable players
Who?
coming
What's
off the
their
bench?
serviceable player? Who do we have?
We got Boucher right now. We got Pirtle right now. Teams are looking into these guys.
Yeah, championship teams because they
Right.
can add.
Right.
But those teams are
Right.
shit.
Right.
Those players can't do shit on a team that they need. Like
What?
that
What?
they
Come on, man.
that they
Pirtle
need to
doing
play.
his damn thing right now.
Pirtle
man.
is a piece of shit,
Pirtle
bro.
doing
Stop,
his damn
bro.
thing right now,
he sucks.
baby. Come on, man.
He
Like I
sucks.
said, no Pirtle slander over here.
Pirtle sucks.
Come
Bruce
on, man.
Brown, all he want to do is wear cowboy boots and
Bruce Brown
goddamn
is slowly
cowboy
getting
hats
into it too,
and
man.
doesn't
Let's
play
go, man.
basketball. What are we
Just
doing
watch,
here?
man. Mans are getting healthy.
Quickly got his bread.
We're
Don't
just-
play.
we're just waiting
What
for
are we
Quickly,
doing here?
man. We're
Scotty, every 5 days his eye gets poked out and he's falling on the floor and he's hurt.
It's
What are we
inadvertent.
doing?
Inadvertent, because he's going hard. Man's
What
want
are
to
we
stop
doing?
him.
The only
That's the only way you
promising
can
player
stop
on
him.
this team this year has been RJ Barrett, bro. That's it. Our team's shit,
Well,
and we gotta freaking
Shout
and,
out RJ with the threes, but he got to do better with the free
And what
throws.
they did and what they keep doing is keep running in quicksand, running in the same
We're
place
not- we're
over
not
and over
running in the
again,
same place,
going to
baby.
the play-in, losing. We get an 18th pick. We can't get
Have we
nobody
made the
at
play-in?
18th
Have
pick.
we made the play-in the last 2 years after we got rid of Pascal and them? No.
So what?
So
Then
we're
what do
gonna
we
make
do? So
progress.
then what are we trying to do here?
You start from the bottom and you gradually move up, Iggy. That's how you know I'm gonna slap you with TCI, bro.
This guy
You
said
just
that
start
there's
coaching,
losers.
You just start coaching the juniors this year, and you're talking about 25 beating a man 25.
I've been see
Cut it
that,
out,
you
bro.
don't know. I've
Cut
been
it out,
coaching the
bro.
juniors. I've
Cut
been
it out,
coaching the
bro.
juniors. This
Cut
is
it
not the
out,
first
man.
year.
Cut it out, man.
But when we
Cut
slap
it
you
out,
guys,
man.
when we
Cut
slap
it
you
out,
guys,
man.
you're gonna see
Cut it out, man.
that this coaching thing. Anybody can coach. You're gonna see. Anybody
Let's
can coach.
go, man. We'll
Anyways,
see, man. Watch this, man.
Anyways, I want to talk. I just want to. We're staying on NBA.
Okay.
Let's talk on first year All Stars. So All Star Weekend is here, coming up in a few weeks, and let's talk about first time All Stars. No, matter of fact, let's talk about the starters. Let's talk about the All Star starters. On the East, we had Brunson, we had Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Karl Anthony Towns. What is your thought on the East All-Star starters? Who do you think was snubbed? And who would you replace? Input, take out. What would you do right here?
I'll take out Cat, not by position, but I'll take out Cat and put in Jaylen Brown. Bottom
Well,
line.
hold up. How do you do that?
That's what I would do personally.
You
There's no way Knicks should have two players
You can't do that, though.
in the All-Star game, man.
Who's a
as
better
a starter.
Who's a better big man than him in the East? I don't think you can do that. Do they do that?
Yeah, because by front court and back court.
Yeah, you have to go by position, right?
No, front court and back court. Jalen's a front court player.
So you would so then right now the starters would be Giannis would be your starting
JT.
center. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, that's just I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. That's crazy. Who I would replace, I would have replaced Jalen Brunson. I would replace Jalen Brunson with LaMelo Ball. I know that all-stars, we don't consider all-stars and we don't factor in wins. We just factor in performance. And I don't know if any guard in the East is playing better than LaMelo Ball right now.
There's a few.
Name one. LaMelo Ball averages 29. He averages 5 rebounds and he averages 8 assists.
And he's the last place in the East.
Again, we're talking about performance. We're not talking about the teams.
Bro.
Or if that's the case, then Scotty Barnes can't be an all-star this year.
Of course he can.
How?
Of
He's
course
just
he can.
above.
But
He's just above Charlotte. So there you go.
No, he's
We're talking shit.
He's actually like 3 games above Charlotte.
Yo, 3
anyway.
games above Charlotte.
Yeah, I
So
mean-
they're both shit teams.
I
So that
mean-
means Scotty cannot be an all-star. Okay then,
There
one
we
game.
go, one game.
Your boy, thank
Who
you,
cares?
Westview.
We're
Shout out
still up.
Westview.
Shout out
Westview.
Kent, baby. You
So
already
one
know.
game,
You already know.
one game above
But
Charlotte.
I'm just talking
And
about point guard. All I'm saying is Trae
name a
Young
better-
should be
Name
before
a better point
LaMelo.
guard.
Trae Young,
So give me Trae Young stats.
22
I
and
get-
11. He's number 1. He leads the league in assists.
Bro, the guy is averaging 30 almost.
Who cares?
He's averaging 29, 5, and 8.
It ain't doing
assists.
nothing. It ain't moving the needle.
But what do you mean?
It's not
Where's
moving the
Atlanta?
needle,
Where's
man.
Atlanta? Where's Atlanta right now?
Yeah, where is Atlanta? Please.
Let's go to.
I don't know.
Let's go
I
to,
can't
let's-
see the standings in front of me. They're in ninth
So
right
they're
now.
they're in ninth
They're a
place.
playing team right now.
They're shit as well.
They're not shit.
They're
but
22
you know what I mean?
and 23. They're
Okay.
ass as well. So they suck too.
They don't suck because you
They
know
do
what?
suck. They do.
When they make it to the playoffs and they got to
I
play
don't wanna hear
against the
that shit.
Cleveland or they got to play against
I
the
don't
New
wanna hear that
York,
shit.
I could put my money on Atlanta upsetting those guys in a 7-game series.
Yeah, Atlanta hasn't had a run in a long
Atlanta
time.
beat Cleveland twice
I don't
already.
care about regular season,
I'm just
bro.
saying, that's what you got to base it off of.
Yo, the Lakers just beat the Celtics by 30 the other day. I don't care about the regular season, man. This shit don't mean nothing.
Here we
What
go.
happens when you get
Who
into
cares? Yeah,
the
so-
playoffs?
So what happened when last time Trae Young met New York in the playoffs?
Bro, that was years ago.
That
That
was
shit
years
hasn't
ago.
happened in years. What are we talking about? Trae Young averages 22, 3, and 11 assists. Cool. He's shooting way less field goals percentage. What are we talking about? He's not playing
This guy
better
just-
than LaMelo Ball
He's
right
just shutting over the 11 assists, fam.
now. Okay, 11.
He's leading
11
the league in
and 8.
assists.
He's averaging.
He's leading the league in assists.
Yo, listen, Melo averages 8.
If the league
Trey
would have,
averages
if regular
11.
season was supposed to end today, he'll be the league leader in assists.
Yes, but Melo is averaging like 9 more points than him. He's only averaging 3 more assists than him. They're averaging, and Melo averages more rebounds. He's shooting a better field goal
See,
percentage.
I'd rather you say Cade Cunningham than say LaMelo Ball.
No, I think Cade Cunningham should be an all-star. I don't think he should start. I think LaMelo should start.
I don't know, man.
He's out here. Look at the stats.
Nah.
It says it right there. They're both shit.
No, they're not.
You
you
make
gotta
it seem like Atlanta's in first. Nigga, when you play all-star, when you're trying to make an all-star team, it doesn't matter about wins and losses. It matters about performances.
Right.
So, because if that's the case, then no Raptor should ever make. Scotty should never make an
He's
all-star.
averaging a double-double, fams. And you're gonna at the point guard position, and you're just shutting over it like a shit.
I never said it was shit.
You just said it was shit.
I said his team is shit because you want to talk about teams. I'm telling you that LaMelo is averaging damn near 30 and 8 with five rebounds. So he's averaging more points, more rebounds. He's shooting a better field goal percentage.
Than who?
Yes.
Than Trae Young?
Yes. Than
No.
Trae. Of course he is. What are
No,
you
he's
talking
not.
about?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. This guy's shooting 40% from field. 40. His 3-point is like horrible, bro. Because he just shoots crazy. What are we talking about? He's shooting 32. He's shooting 34% from 3.
Okay.
Come
Not
on,
bad.
bro.
Not bad. He takes a lot. Not bad.
Anyways, that's why I think
11
it should
assists, though. I just had to throw that
That's
in there.
cool.
Bro.
That's
Leads the
cool.
league in assists.
I just think that's who should be starting, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You think that
I think Trae Young
Trae
should be.
start.
Definitely.
Okay, let's talk about the West here. The West, we got Shea, Curry, KD, LeBron, and Joker. Who do you think? What is your thoughts on this starting lineup, and who do you think got snubbed?
I think, all right, well, my thoughts on the starting lineup is, all right, the generational, what's the word I'm looking for, man? Like the domination of Steph, KD, LeBron over the last 10, 12 years, bar none, those were the guys. But I think now it's time to these guys should be coming off the bench. You know, I feel like they did it with the USA team, which led to, even though they got the gold, JT and them got snubbed with playing time and all that. Now, Ant-Man, Wemby, Ant-Man and Wemby for sure got snubbed.
Who did they replace?
Who,
We gotta think about that.
who would they replace?
Who did they replace? Who does Ant-Man replace? Because
Ant-Man-
Shay and Joker are the only two. Are you saying that's locks?
They're the little locks.
Okay, so
Yeah.
who do you said Ant-Man should be in there?
The Ant-Man should be in there.
Okay, so Ant-Man right now. So he would replace Curry? So right now, Ant averages 26, 6, and 4 assists,
Mm-hmm.
shooting 44% from the field. So that, mind you, guys, their team is shit too, right? But we're not considering that. Their team is 24 and 21. They're 7th right now.
Yeah.
Golden State is 22 and 23. They're terrible as well. Right now, Curry averages, let's see what Curry's stats are this year. He's averaging 22, 5, and 6, shooting 44%. Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
mad
just
at, I'm
saying,
not
like-
mad at Ant starting.
Oh,
I'm not mad at. But okay, so you're gonna take him out and you're gonna. Okay, so Wemby, who does Wemby replace?
Wemby will have to replace
Bron, KD?
KD or LeBron.
Because right now Victor averages 25, 11,
Mm-hmm.
3.7 assists. He's shooting 47% from the field. How much blocks does he average? That's what I want to know. He averages 4, 3.9. God,
man.
this nigga needs to be started. He should be an MVP consideration. God,
Right?
4 blocks?
Real talk, bro.
Shit.
Like, how we gonna?
How is he not starting? We're friends. Where are you, fans and friends? Why you ain't vote this nigga in? This is crazy.
My thing is like,
Damn.
if the NBA wants to find the next face of the NBA, we got to start putting in these young faces on these platforms, man. Like I said, KD, Steph, LeBron, they're already cemented. Their careers are already cemented. Everything else now is an extra. And all 3 of them starting,
Yeah.
shout out to their dominance and their popularity, but
I just think at this point right now, I totally agree with you with Ant-Man and Wemby. I think they need to be. I think who needs to be replaced is KD and Steph, or KD and Bron. I'm okay with either one. I don't think all 3 should start. I don't. But at the end of the day, when you look at jersey sales, when you look at
yeah, you got to
Instagram
factor all that.
followers,
I get that.
those guys have the most Instagram followers. Those guys have the most jersey sales. Those guys have the most popularity,
But
right? But
my
the
thing
fans
is
are
like,
voting. That's the issue.
It takes 2 teams to tangle in the All-Star game. You know what I mean? And I feel like in order for us to get it back to that 2001 All-Star game, if you guys can remember that game with Kobe. Oh, they're
was
starting
it MJ
5.
Washington Wizards that time?
No. This was when they were wearing their
their
home versus away jerseys.
Their regular game
Yeah,
jerseys.
and
Okay,
you had on the West. I think you had Kobe, Garnett, Duncan,
Oh, okay. I know.
Shaq, and Kidd versus AI, T-Mac, Vince.
They were down like crazy. And they
Come
came,
on,
they
it
came
came back. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
That was a
but they
crazy
were
All-Star.
competing.
Oh, they were.
You know what I
competing.
mean?
They were competing.
In order to get to that, can't have the. I'm not calling them old heads, but these
You
guys,
could- you could have-
these guys have so much mileage. They're really preserving their body. If you really look at LeBron, LeBron's highlights, they usually come in either the first quarter or the fourth. If you really look at it, really dissect all that left that he caught, that left dunk that he caught with against Brooklyn, that shit was in the first quarter. You know what I mean? Like they're preserving themselves. Like, so why are you gonna have a man that's gonna preserve his energy in an All-Star game, man? And how are we gonna get the numbers up? People want to see these guys compete. Bro.
I think if they're gonna get it up, then again, those guys have to compete, and it starts with the leaders. It starts with the faces of the NBA. LeBron, I believe he made it a thing where it's just kind of too cool. This guy's never participated in anything but the All-Star game for real. I think he's done a skill challenge thing.
Maybe.
I think,
Yeah.
But again, they offered him and his son to do the skill challenge, and he declined it.
That's crazy.
I'm like, brother,
Shout
like,
out Bronny though.
why are we still doing this? Like, we know that they're gonna put more eyes on the because everybody wants to see that thing, that
Right.
piece. And I think, brother, like your son he's not helping you win games for the Lakers. So why not just do this? Just You know, do it with your son.
Facts.
If you're so interested of being, you know, father-son duo, like just do it. It's gonna bring more eyes. So he's, again, our leaders of the league, when they don't participate and they don't want to do anything to help the game, how is it gonna be better? It's not gonna be better regardless, because it starts up top.
It does.
LeBron is the face. If he's like, yo, we're gonna compete today, then I guarantee Ant Edwards and everybody else is gonna compete. I guarantee if you say, yo, I'm joining the dunk contest, I guarantee Ant Edwards, John Moran, Zion, they're all gonna win. Who the hell's in the dunk contest? Steven Castle? What is that? I don't want to see that, nigga. Like, all respect, but that's not who I want to see.
Right.
I don't want to see that shit. I want to see Zion.
Real talk.
I want to see goddamn
Ja.
Ja. I want to see Ant Edwards.
Yeah.
That's who I want to see.
Real talk.
So y'all messing it up because these guys are just acting like it's too cool to do this shit. And
Are they
it's
worried
just
about
annoying.
their brand? Like now, I think those days are over about worrying about your brand. Your brand is already cemented.
Right.
Like remember when man used to laugh at what's Under Armour? Remember when Under Armour just came out? I thought they were like some tennis shoe joints.
Yeah.
Curry made that shit cool. You know what I mean? LeBron with his kicks, they feel like bricks when you wear them. But everybody's rocking them. They got them in different styles and shit.
Yeah.
KD made it cool to wear low, even though Kobe did. You know what I mean?
Kobe
But,
was the first.
you know what I mean? But low cuts are in, like, you know what I mean? Shout out KD.
Yeah.
So, man, you guys just gotta, I don't know, man. I really want to see this. Even though we got a new All-Star format, I want to see how that even works. But, yeah, man, let's bring it back. If we can get it back to the 01 days, man.
Yeah.
When you guys are competing.
Guys that have to compete. Remember, those are Iverson. Those are freaking Kobe's. Those are Garnett's. Those guys are all dogs. Those guys every time they stepped on the floor, they want to compete.
T-Mac out here blocking.
Yeah, like
Kobe
those guys.
fadeaways, Joe.
Those guys were competing.
Yeah, man.
Kobe said, and anytime Kobe came on the floor, he was like, I'm gonna cook you.
Right.
I'm gonna embarrass you. I want to take your heart. That's the mindset. These guys don't have the mindset.
Facts.
They want to be buddy. They want to jump around. They want to cover their mouth, talk and shit, and do all that other dumbass shit, and then go home.
So go home, man.
And then they want to score 2,500 in one game. Come on now. Anyways, let's talk about first-time All-Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think should be a first-time All-Star this year? A guy who hasn't made an All-Star game before, and who do you think deserves to be an All-Star this year? Obviously, Wemby. He didn't make All-Star, so that's one. We just said his stats. It's just insane.
Right.
Who are some other guys for you that you think?
I think Mobley deserves to be an All-Star.
Really?
That's your man, Mobley.
Wow. I think my pick,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to lie, is Cade Cunningham.
Right.
He's averaging 25, 7, and he's averaging 9 assists, shooting 45% from the field. Listen, he has Detroit right now. If we're going to talk about, wins and losses, he has them right now in the 6th seed. They have a winning record of 23 and 22. I know, but if we're talking about from last year and the years before, Detroit was like the worst goddamn team you could think about.
Definitely.
They've been shit for many years. I can't remember, or since Chauncey Billups and those boys. That's the last time they was good. They've been shit forever. Like they don't make playoffs. They just keep getting draft picks after draft picks, and they haven't making the right draft picks. But that's what I'm going with. Cade Cunningham is a first-time All-Star.
Right. I mean, I was gonna go with Barnes, obviously.
Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, because
he made it already.
But he made it, but he got voted. He got he got subbed in. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about really just getting selected by the coaches in. I would obviously say Scotty, but
let's see what Scotty's doing right now. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm
coming from that same draft class of Cade Cunningham, you know what I mean? I like Evan Mobley. I think he deserves. Tyler Hero deserves as well. Did Tyler Hero ever make an All-Star team?
No. This will be his first time.
He deserves one as well.
Scotty's averaging 28 and 7 assists right now.
Right. So
46% from the field, and we know what the Raptors record is.
Right. I really hope he gets voted in. But if I had a vote, without my Raptor bias, I would definitely go with Evan Mobley.
Let's see what Evan is doing. Evan Mobley right now.
He's at 16, 8, and 3.
16, 8, and 3? Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Number one team
but
in
I
the
feel like
East.
I think everybody on Cleveland had to fall back a bit to make it work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Production-wise or accolade-wise. You know what I mean? Taking that Scottie Pippen route.
Oh god. Okay, so let's see what Tyler Hero's numbers look like. Let's talk is he gonna be a first-time All-Star? Tyler Hero. He's averaging 24, 6, and he's averaging 5 assists. So 24, 6, and 2, shooting 47% from the field. His team sucks as well. What are they ranked? They are in the 8th spot with 22, with a record of 22 and 22. So I'm gonna ask a question for the people, of course. Who do you think should be a first-time All-Star? Who deserves to be a first-time All-Star between Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, or Tyler Hero? Talk to us in the comments. Okay. Moving along. Scottie Pippen.
Yes. Bourbon.
He's been in the news lately. He sounds like he's been drinking a lot of bourbon. Let's go. So he was on a podcast. I forget the guy's name that he's on the
It was
podcast.
PDB. I forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's
Popular
an OG,
guy.
OG in the game.
Yeah, and one of the he's asked this question, right? So it's not like Scottie came out and said these things. He's being asked these questions, and obviously that guy knows the questions to ask. Because I would ask the same damn question if Scottie was here myself.
Right.
Because we know that this shit's gonna hit. It's gonna hit the algorithm. We know that, and that's gonna have people talking. So I think Scottie's he's selling a book, or when he's selling something, he's always doing an interview or something. I don't know. Shout out his son though. Son is hooping for Memphis for sure. So he said he talked about LeBron James, and it's so funny how they worded the question. And he was saying like he's a better player team wise than LeBron James because his team was more successful than LeBron James's team, and he had 6. And then he said, I didn't chase mine. What is your? And then they asked the question, if the GMs were here,
Right.
would they choose you, or would they choose LeBron? And he said, I don't know.
Right. Well, he doesn't know.
I think
Some of these GMs are so analytical based.
I think he's on that bourbon.
I don't know if he's
was
on that bourbon,
when
man. He was talking some truth.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
that
he
he
did.
felt like Magic was the real GOAT
Right.
of basketball, and people don't talk about it.
And he
at
had
all.
every right to say that, because if you go back to the 91 championship, the adjustment that Chicago made was putting Scottie on Magic.
Yeah.
Because he was roasting MJ.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he has every right to say that as well.
6'9", a Nick 6'9", 240 point
Right.
guard should roast a 6'6" guard. He should.
Right.
He
But
should.
But I'm just saying, like, when Bulls made that adjustment, that was the key. So I guess he has
and
that say.
if you really look at it, like, Jordan actually guarded him a lot more than what people are saying in the playoffs.
Right.
That was the only game that the Lakers won, was that first game.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bulls won 4 in a row. But mind you, Jordan's doing all the heavy lifting as far as the scoring.
Offensively. Yeah.
So, nigga, go down and guard somebody. Shit. That's the least you can do.
Right.
Anyways.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I just don't, like, who am I to talk? This guy's won 6 championships. He should be able to say whatever the hell he wants to say.
Right.
It's up to us to whether we want to believe the shit that's coming out of his mouth. Pause.
Right.
Right? Well, like, he can say whatever he wants. When they worded that question, I'm better, I had more team success? Of course he did.
Right.
He played with the greatest player who ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you can say that. But if we take away team success,
Right.
mano y mano,
Right.
LeBron James is a better player than you, sir. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Like, we seen what Scottie looked like when he was the number 1 option.
Right.
When he or when he attempted. Yes, he brought his team to the playoffs. He was
Is this with Chicago?
Yes. When those
All-Star MVP?
Yeah, when those 2 years when Jordan was gone.
Right.
He was, I think he was 3rd in MVP voting.
Yeah. They were still a 50-plus
They were
win team.
still a 50 win plus team.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
That's what LeBron was doing.
Right.
So we seen what you look like when you were playing with Portland.
Right.
When you had that 20-point win lead against
Lakers.
the Lakers, and they came back and kicked your ass.
Right.
When Kobe crossed your ass over in the top of the key, threw that oop to Shaq,
Right.
game done.
Right.
See what it looked like. Your team was stacked too.
Right.
You had Sheed, you had Steve Smith, you had Damon Stoudemire.
Damon, Mighty Mouse.
Nigga, your team was stacked,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
We seen what it looked like when he went to Houston.
That Portland team should have really won that chip that year.
They should have won. They
Right.
were stacked.
They were stacked.
Grant, like you had a good team, and Houston, yeah, you're starting to, get down there in age, but again, like we seen what Scottie looked like without Jordan. So I don't know. So that leads me to my next thing that he said is that he would still have won 6 championships if Michael Jordan wasn't around.
Right.
And to me, that's just like you're just talking just to talk.
Right. I really think we'll never know.
We'll know.
We'll never know because at the end of the
though.
day, Phil Jackson, Tex Winters, Jordan, Pippen, they won the 6 rings. That triangle offense and the players to fulfill the triangle offense, it just worked magically.
We'll know.
So and they never won without it.
No, they haven't won without it. But
right, they never won.
At the end of the day, if I plug in Penny Hardaway, if I plug in Grant Hill into that equation, can Jordan win with those guys? I think so.
With the triangle offense, sure.
But yeah, but if you plug in who with Scottie, does he win? Like we just seen.
I remember the man was saying like, oh,
didn't
if he went to Atlanta, I think that's where he's supposed to go or something along those lines, he would have won with Dominique and Kevin Willis.
Ain't no goddamn way. He's on the bourbon.
Right?
He's on the goddamn bourbon.
But I think everything just went downhill in regards to the Jordan slander. What Pippen was when in the Last Dance when
he's just mad.
They showed Pippen quitting on the team because Coach Jackson did not drop that game-winning play, which Kukoc hit.
He hit it and won. Yes.
After during that timeout when the play was drawn and Pippen seen it wasn't for him. He said I wasn't going back in the game.
If you're a number one guy, you get that shot.
Wow.
If you're a number one, Phil writes that shit up for you and not Kukoc.
And then he felt like Pippen couldn't hit a game winner, and that's just what it was. Man.
Listen, you can't be mad. How dumb would Scottie Pippen feel in that locker room after Phil wrote that play up and it worked?
Right.
How dumb did Scottie Pippen feel in that locker room? If it didn't work, Scottie could be like,
yeah, told you.
Right. Should have wrote that shit up for me.
But that
it
shit
worked. He must have felt like an idiot.
Bottom line.
He must have felt like a jackass. He's over there so hot right now, like, damn.
But if you really look at it, Pippen had a lot of jackass moments, man, throughout his lifetime. Like,
that crazy deal.
Yeah, that deal that really everybody said don't take it. Even down to the owner was like,
don't take the deal because we're not going to renegotiate the deal.
Right.
Don't take it, and you still take it.
Right.
Like a lot of bonehead things that he has, and I like Scottie, but I think you're tarnishing when you do stuff like this.
Yeah,
brother. If you're mad at Jordan, go sit down and have a conversation with the man.
And say you never had a dinner with the man, never played golf with him.
I don't. Come on, man. Come on, stop it.
It's crazy.
You had
all I really think about now is there was a video that came out when I think Pippen was a rookie, and they were in a classroom, and Oakley just had him draped up, pushed up against.
That's Scottie's that kind of guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He's that kind of guy.
So now that he got older and got some dollars and a little bit of muscle. He's out here talking this shit.
Oakley,
but I have a feeling if
ass.
Oakley sees this guy today,
he gonna feed him some more box, huh?
He gonna work him, man.
Yo, Oakley, man, go find that boy right there.
Pippen,
go find Pippen, man. Yo, I remember that shit. Yo, Oakley was a real bully back in the day, though. That's right.
Don't play around with the Oakster, man. Real shit.
Yo, anyways, man, that's my thoughts of things.
Yeah.
Scottie's out of his damn mind.
I wouldn't say that of his mind,
God bless him. God bless him.
Though,
Sell
man.
as much bourbon as you can.
Yo, man.
I
need some of that bourbon. Send some of the bourbon over here, man.
Send some bourbon over for my man over here.
Come on,
I'm not drinking that shit, but because it's gonna have niggas talking crazy. Anyways, still with basketball, I want to give a good, big shout out. We gotta give this young lady her flowers.
Yes.
Jasmine Bosco, Jazzy.
All
Jazzies are the realest. Shout out to my Jazzy. But Jasmine Bosco.
I like how you connected that. I was tough.
Yeah. Shout out to the dad. You know what I mean? Shane Bosco.
Come on, man.
You know,
the
originator. OG, Malton man. Give him his flowers. But the job that he's been doing with his daughter is phenomenal. She's a freshman at Villanova, if you guys don't know. She's averaging 15-4.
She got a fully loaded clip
she's
on
averaging,
her, bro.
Pretty much 5 assists. Listen, guys, this young lady is going she's only a freshman doing this at Villanova. She's going to be one of the greats in college basketball.
Right.
If they can win games, go on some deep tournament runs, she's going to be one of the GOATs. Mind you, let me give you some numbers. She went and she got 25 and 7, with 4 steals versus Xavier. UConn, she had 15 and 4 assists. She had 18 and 5 against DePaul. UConn again, she got 12. Seton Hall, 16 and 7 with 5 assists. St. John's, I seen her give that bucket against the other Canadian girl at St. John's, Dwyer. They won that game 24, 6 and 2. She had 11 and 6, 12 and 4, 13 and 2, 19 and 7. She had 26 against St. Joe's. She had 12 and 7 against Baylor. Listen, this young lady as a freshman is going crazy, and we got to give her flowers, man. Jasmine Bosco, congratulations. Keep doing your thing. That Malton blood, I see it, girl. I see it. Keep doing your thing. She's only a freshman.
Listen,
and she's going crazy at Villanova like this, man.
Listen, you see how I didn't throw no Malton shade?
I'm just saying.
When I said Latasha Finch and Skill, you're like, you're throwing shade.
Add that in the
that's
clip,
why.
I tried to add that in the clip.
When we play TCI, I'm sorry. Everything that happens to y'all, blame your coach, man.
Man.
This is personal.
Oh man,
anyway.
I tried to add that part in the clip, but it was too long.
No, you didn't add it in the clip,
I tried
man.
to. It was too long in the clip. I couldn't add it. I could not add it. But you want to talk about Bronny James? You want to give Bronny James his flowers?
Actually, I want to just a quick touch on that LSU SC game, man. That was a massive game.
It was a massive game. I got home early on Friday. I worked out early. I got home Friday. I was there.
What were your thoughts, man?
It was in the beginning of the game, the first 2 quarters, I was like, shit, this is about to be a freaking amazing game.
Yeah.
And South Carolina, listen, with their veterans, they just took over. Their experience took over, and they started crashing the glass, and it wasn't so pretty after 3 quarters. It wasn't so pretty.
11 blocks, man. That's what stood out to me, man.
It was a great game in the first 2 quarters, man. I was like, yo, this is about to be the game of the year. They're going back and forth, and
early in the half, the first half, LSU was slipping away, kind of. Like up 5, up 6.
Flage was hooping as regular that she always does. Shy was in a little bit of foul trouble, but she needs to be on the floor because she's the floor general.
Yes,
I'm starting to see her game this year and how she's playing. She's more of the floor general, assist, running an offense, and she's been running the show at a top 5 team in the country. Right. That's freaking. Who can say that? That's crazy.
That is beyond crazy.
You're running the show,
and it's showing her versatility.
Because we all know she can score.
Give her a platform, she can get her buckets.
Yep.
But now put her with some other, scoring talent. She'll flip in, set up the table for them perfectly. But I'd love to see a balance of she needs to shoot more, bro.
Yeah.
She needs to shoot more, man. I thought they were driving way too much from the guard standpoint,
and they were just getting blocked.
And they were just getting blocked left, right, and center, midi. And that's why I don't care what people in the NBA or the WNBA or just in basketball period think that the mid range is dead. Oh, it is not dead, bro.
No,
shout out Shea because he's kind of bringing that back to life.
KD,
you know
Booker,
what I mean?
Yeah.
And Booker and KD, but you need to be a 3-level scorer. Nowadays, I think it's mandatory.
Yeah, I agree.
Get to the bucket, cool. Hit those trade balls, cool. But those 1 dribble pull-ups, those 2 dribble pull-ups, need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that in there, man. Hopefully, I loved the game. I thought it was.
I still enjoyed watching it.
I enjoyed it.
I would love to see the game. It carry on the way it did in the first half.
Right.
But that just shows you how tough South Carolina is.
Even
though they lose players every single year, like they're still good.
Coach Staley, she's
a
goated,
goat, man. She's a goat. Don Staley's a goat. Yeah,
she's goated.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny. I seen her interview. I don't know if it was before the game, and she just got that extension, and all their players are asking for $1.
She's one of the flyest coaches too.
Come on, though.
Her swag is crazy.
Her swag is mean, man.
Oh, no doubt about that.
But we're gonna see LSU and SC some more.
Oh,
man.
yeah. It's gonna be a crazy. I'm so excited to see that, and I'm excited to see Tasha again. She's hooping.
Yep.
So I can't wait to March Madness come around. Those 2 teams are gonna have deep runs.
Yeah.
Especially in the conference tournament.
Yeah.
The SEC tournament.
They're gonna meet again in the final. I'm calling that final from now.
That's gonna be insane because those are absolutely the 2 best teams in the SEC. South Carolina and LSU. So I can't wait for that for sure. You want to talk about Vince Carter's retirement? He had his jersey retired with the Nets last night.
I mean, you know, January 26th. So got to shout out Vince. Period. It's his birthday today.
Yeah, shout out Vince
You know
Carter.
what I mean? One of the Raptor greats.
The
what I mean?
greatest Raptor of all time.
I mean, one of. You
Yeah.
already know. Debatable.
Only one who has his jersey retired.
That's true too. For now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
well-
We all know who the second one will be. You know what I mean?
I don't know who that
Maybe
is.
second and third. Maybe they'll do it together. Who
I
knows?
don't know.
But Drake will take down one of them for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe Drake should have his jersey retired or statue in front. Shit, he's
Right.
done more for
But-
this team than a lot of other. Anyways.
Shout out Vince Carter on his birthday.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
it's been quite the run for him, man. After basketball, he's actually getting his flowers, and it's super dope to see
Yeah.
and witness. I mean, what was it? October of 2024.
Yes, sir.
He was inducted to the Hall of Fame.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
November of 2024.
Got his jersey.
Got his jersey retired
With the
at
Raptors.
the 6.
Yes, sir.
And you know, yesterday, January 2025, he got his jersey retired right beside Doc and Jason Kidd as a New Jersey Net. So kudos to you for that. I still think your ceremony in the 6 was a lot better.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
From post ceremony to the ceremony to after the ceremony.
He let it all out when he was here.
Yeah, you know
he
what I mean?
He ain't had no more.
Anyhow, I seen him bust one.
He
If
ain't
he
having
would
no
have bust
more.
one of those in Brooklyn, I'd have been looking at him with the side eye.
No,
Like,
he
you
ain't
know
having
what
no
I mean?
more. He let everything,
let
out,
everything out
here.
over
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
so-
he ain't have no more.
You know what I mean? I'll give you an E for effort, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? But
But it was a play. It was a play what they did. So when the Raptors seen, because they announced it first, right? The Nets.
Yeah, they
Raptors
did.
like, oh hell no, we're not gonna let this shit go. We're gonna do it first.
Right.
So then that's when they bumped up to October. So it was a smart play on the Raptors move.
You're right.
Well, it's deserving anyway. He deserved it.
well
So
deserved, man.
anyways, yeah. Let's get into some hip hop here. Let's get into some hip hop.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about Exhibit. So Exhibit was on Drink Champs the other day.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake situation. And he felt like Drake underestimated Kendrick Lamar. And that's why the results are the way they are right now. What is your thoughts?
I don't know how you can underestimate a man that he with his track with J. Cole. They acknowledged that it was a 3-headed monster, like
The big three, yeah.
the big 3.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I don't know how you're gonna underestimate a man when a line like that on the track you're on is out. I could hear what he's saying in regards to maybe with the short jokes, because I'm a short guy. You know what I mean? The short jokes, I thought they were uncalled for. You know what I mean? And you're probably underestimating a man because of his size. But Control Alt Delete. I'm talking about height.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But I could see where man would think that, try and turn this into like a David versus Goliath thing. But Kendrick knew he had UMG support in this beef. So regardless of, he could have breathed on the track. UMG would have pushed it, and it would have been number 1 on all the billboards and on all the charts. Regardless, it was a fight that, now looking back, you know what I mean, and hearing all the stuff that's going on within this lawsuit, yeah, it was a fight that Drake was not gonna win.
And this is why I said it in my original comments. I didn't care for him to actually, participate in the beef. Sometimes when you're at the top, man, for so long, people want to see you lose. So it happens with everything,
But the way that the industry is like rubbing it in, it's like they were waiting for this day, bro.
Listen, man, Drake had a few songs, No Friends in the Industry. It's so funny. I heard that song yesterday during the Golden State Warriors game. I was trying to find it, trying to get it back. I couldn't find it. I was hoping someone would have picked up on it. But the Lakers were playing in Golden State last night.
Right.
And the song No Friends in the Industry came on. And someone like tapped LeBron, and LeBron was like, ah! And he was like, it looked like he was trolling against, hearing that Drake, and the song No Friends in the Industry.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I found that was quite interesting. But I agree with Exhibit. I don't think Drake took the beef as serious as he should have. And the reason why I'm gonna say this: if Drake mind you, Family Matters should be 3 songs. That should be 3 separate songs, bro. right? Like those are 3 bangers separately. Like he just kept them all on one song, and he was trolling on the internet too much. Like I don't want to say too much, but he did a lot of trolling. And why Kendrick was like, I have a plan for you
Right.
to destroy you
Right.
and have people not ever look at you the same.
Right.
And this is what I'm going to do. He spent millions of dollars on promo
Right.
to destroy this guy.
Right.
And I don't think, and Drake just didn't, Drake was just on some, haha, I'm laughing, I'm cool. Kendrick wasn't laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick hates you, man.
He
And
does.
I don't think Drake was like, I don't hate him. I'm cool. We'll beef and we'll be cool after. No, Kendrick hates you.
Right.
My man, he hates your guts. For whatever reason, he hates your guts. And he wanted you to just not only lose the battle, but he wanted to like destroy your career.
To end your career, bro.
That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wanted people to look at you funny, and his strategy to doing that was successful.
Right.
He has people looking at him funny. I don't think his career is over. I think, if he just drops music, he'll be back. But
Drop music outside of UMG. Hopefully he gets off that label.
I don't know how that's gonna happen, because UMG, like, how do you defeat that machine?
Mhm.
I don't see them letting him go. I don't even know if Drake wants to leave. I don't know. He hasn't said anything.
Mhm.
He hasn't said anything. I would think going to another, and I don't know if another label is gonna be able to pay him what he wants. So maybe he should just go full out independent and maybe just get that bread himself.
No, that's
But it's gonna take a lot of work. And people say that he's kind of lazy when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying like, if Drake they're saying basically Drake's numbers are legit numbers, but like I forget how Ack was kind of explaining it. He was basically saying like, Drake's could be selling way more if he used the label as far as like bundles, like selling merch and all this. Like Travis Scott, he says his first week sales are not really what they are, but the label helps get the numbers to where they're supposed to be, and he sells merch and all different type of stuff, and this is why his first week sales are always crazy.
Mhm.
But if you take away all that stuff, he's
It's
only
just the
selling
music.
and keep it just music and no real push from the label,
Right.
the numbers won't look the same. And he's saying that Drake doesn't take advantage of that.
Right.
He just drops randomly. There's no promo. There's no whatever. Here it is, 2 days after.
Right.
Like, he's lazy with that. But I agree with Exhibit. I think that Drake underestimated this whole beef, and some of it was arrogance, and he felt like I'm a guy. Like, there's nothing he can do to get me in the place where I'm at.
Right.
And I think him doing that cost him a lot of money. And messed up his reputation. I think if he just kept it serious, I don't think he should have responded anyways, because he had way more to lose
Right.
than Kendrick. If he wins this if Drake wins this battle, do people say, "Oh my God, Drake's the best lyricist in the world? He's top 5 lyricist"?
Right.
No one's gonna look at him like
No one's
that.
gonna look at him regardless.
So if he won, what do people say?
Right.
When he beat Meek, everybody said Meek's gonna kill him
Right.
because Meek is just a better lyricist.
Right.
This is Meek's lane.
Mm-hmm.
He won the battle, and did anybody look at Drake where he was the greatest lyricist ever? It didn't matter.
Even when he lost to Pusha, like, he was still considered top 5 in a lot of people's minds. You know what I mean?
and mind you, I appreciate him not ducking the smoke, but sometimes you have to sit certain things out. You don't have to engage in everything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to engage in everything.
Yeah,
Jay-Z ducked a lot of smoke.
whole lot.
He ducked a lot. He didn't
They'll throw
engage.
those subliminals though.
Yeah, he threw a little subliminal here and there, but he never engaged in a lot of things.
Mhm.
Cameron 50, he ducked on a lot. He just threw little jabs here and there, but he never went full on beefs.
Right.
He had one full on beef, and that was with Nas.
And he lost.
And he said that made him stronger. He said, "I got stronger after Ether." Wow.
Right? And he dropped. He signed Nas, and he dropped every time Nas dropped.
Yeah,
Holy diabolical, man.
it's just insane. So yeah, I don't know, man.
But yo, question.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? You see in Drake in top 5 at games and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 just got arrested on a gun charge.
I think Wax snitched on him.
You know what I mean? I was just gonna ask, like, Wack did say a couple weeks back that he had some incriminating information
Mm-hmm.
on top 5, and I remember hearing top 5 on Axe podcast talking to Wack, saying like, "Yo,"
They got into it.
you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
got into a verbal spat, and within that verbal spat, the man goes, "You're trying to ruin my life?" Ooh, ooh.
Trying to send me back to jail, yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Now he's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
For how long, we don't know. But
Well,
what are your thoughts?
Well, Top 5 has to understand now, like, you know, he's bigger than ever. You know, Control Delete. He's more looked at as a big artist now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he hasn't dropped any music since he's been home. Young Thug just came home, dropped a song with Lil Baby on Lil Baby's album.
Right.
Like, what are you waiting for? Are you an artist? What are you?
Right.
You know, says he signed you for 25 million or 5 million. Like, what are you doing? Where's the music at?
Right.
Eventually,
he has some music in the chamber.
Well, then drop the music.
Yeah.
Eventually, he has to stop doing, you know, wanting to beef with everybody. And in certain weeks he's calmed down more.
Yeah.
He hasn't been as aggressive with people, but at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, like he has to figure out what he wants to do with his life. And being in and out of jail, for what?
Right.
If you got millions and you got a lot of money and you got this and that, what are we doing here?
Facts.
You got to keep it music and drop music. You know, he's talented. Drop the music and focus on the music and focus less on beefing with people. And mind you, if people call your name out, yo, do what you gotta do, defend it, but let's keep it all music. Right. And since he's been home, he hasn't done music. He's traveled to Dubai, he's traveled here, he's went to Jamaica. You know, he's commented certain stuff that people didn't like, but he hasn't dropped the music. And we gotta keep it music.
No.
So that's my thoughts on that thing. And I do think Wack snitched. I think Wack snitched. Wack is the police.
Damn,
his name is Wack 100. He is the police, and he snitched.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think he snitched. And Top 5 got to be smarter than that. You can't keep guns in your house. If this is what happened, I don't know what happened. I don't know the details. They said that they found guns, right?
I mean, and they look like they've been watching them.
Of course, they're gonna watch him.
Clearly,
of course.
Right.
This is one of the biggest names in Toronto right now. Of course, they're gonna watch him, and he has to be smarter than that to not have guns in his house.
Facts.
Can't, man. So. Anyways, man, that's my thoughts on it, man. I hope, you know, prayers out to him and his family and his team. I hope, you know, this can blow over and they can keep it all music moving forward.
Facts.
You know, because he is talented. So, that's it. We got Song of the Week. Do you want to introduce Song of the Week, man?
Yo, man, we got Song of the Week coming from Free-A, man. This is 50-50, man. Let's get it.
Let's go. Song of the Week.
Hey, gotta know it's really for you. I treat every moment. Hey, yo. You gotta know it's really for you. I treat every moment like it's fourth quarter. Head above the water. Ride my own way. Mind my own business. I can place the order. Color paper on me. Brown hundreds, red 50s. Telling me you miss me with that love shit don't convince me. Back up in the city, in a whip, I crack a stizzy. Wintertime cold, go slide like a slippery. You ain't put no money up, we can't do no 50-50. Ain't no bandages to cover all the injuries. How about all that pain shit? You know what it came with? Fridays and a weekend, gunning in that same fit. Came up off a trap land, then I had to tap in. All I know attack, I'm making moves up on the gadgets. It's like I'm Van Gogh, what I'm doing with the canvas.
Ooh, 50-50, Free-A. Woo! Yo.
Treat like the fourth quarter, baby. Treat it like the fourth quarter. Off the Map. That's his new album. Is dropping on January 30th. You know what I mean? You know I got to keep it Finch sometimes, man. I want to shout out one of Finch's finest right here.
Oh, yeah.
Free-A. You already know what it is,
man. Song of the Week, baby.
Song of the Week, baby.
Guys, continue to keep sending the music, man. Hip-hop and hoops1@gmail.com. You're going to see the email right there. Send your music. Free-A, 50-50, man. Song of the Week.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Get it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Do you have any shout outs? Do you have anything?
Oh man, I want to, you know, send out my my prayers and my condolences to obviously Kobe Bryant and his family, Gigi. Yeah, today's the day that, you know, they passed. I'll never forget. I was at Von Mills and my wife was just like, "Yo, Kobe's dead, bro." And then she was sad because she was a Kobe fan.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I'll never forget. Today, 5 years ago, like we were leaving Von Mills and the news just popped up on our phones simultaneously.
I was working at that time and I found out, like, my phone just started going crazy. Not just people texting me, but just like, you know, media outlets and things like that and seeing it. I cried. I'm not gonna lie. Like I sat there and I cried. I was
Just
like,
like
wow.
that.
Yo,
Just like
this is
that.
because I felt like it's kind of like we felt like we grew up with him.
Right.
Like I've been watching Kobe since he was in high school at the McDonald's All-American game. I watched that McDonald's All-American game. I had that shit on VHS, like watching it. Like damn, like this is it right here. This is like the major big time high school basketball. This is what it looks like. And I remember when he dunked on Jamal McGlure at the Round Ball Classic in Detroit. So we kind of felt like we grew up with Kobe Bryant, and this is why it felt so weird that he's now gone.
Right.
And again, yeah, condolences to his family and his little girls. And it sucks too that his little girl's gone as well.
Right.
And all the rest of the the other passengers who were in the plane as well.
Yeah.
It all sucks for them young ladies and their families. So condolences to all of them.
Man. I remember one of the last tweets that Kobe sent out was about LeBron telling him to keep paving the game forward. You know what I mean? And then pave it to now, you see Bronny. You know what I mean? Bronny's been doing his damn thing in the G League. He caught a body.
He did.
He caught a body Friday night. So I just want to give his flowers. Like, kid's a student of the game, regardless of how we got into the league or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
He's learning. He's paying his dues, and it's kind of dope to see. Like he's starting to have fun. I heard in one of his post game interviews after that 31 that he dropped. The interviewer was asking, "Are you having fun yet?" And he's like, "Oh, he's having more than fun right now." So
Playing well.
He's playing very well.
Eliminates
man.
all
So
of that stuff when you
I
play
want to
well.
shout out Brownie James as well, man. And
All
I
right.
want to shout out y'all, man, the supporters, to keep supporting us. You know what I mean? Follow us on all social media platforms. Continue to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? Check us out on our website. And yeah, man.
Shout out
February
Taylor.
6th, baby. Westview versus TCI,
Shout
man.
out TCI, man.
It's going to be a movie, man. Guard Up's going to be in the building, man.
Yes,
It's going to be
sir.
a movie. You know what I mean?
Belt to ass.
Shout out Title League, man. Keep doing
Let's
what you're
get
doing,
it.
baby. Distant Cousins. And we out.